Okay, so this was the setup on FSLR on Thursday that we were chatting about. We had this inside day. FTC was all red apart from the day, right? So we wanted to trigger the day down right here and then at least hit daily magnitude, but ultimately allow for this week to trigger. So we had the failed 2-up reversal on the week. So on this day, we were below the week. Let me go forward, actually. Yeah. Okay. So on this day, we were below the weekly trigger, right? Because we were already down here. So we wanted to trigger the day down here. And this is that week, right? We started a new week today, so disregard that bar, right? So we were below the weekly trigger and we wanted to trigger this inside day. Okay, so the reason why this didn't work right out of the gate, which is what we discussed. So we did trigger it because this is that daily line. This is the daily trigger, right? This green line here. We triggered it and we reversed. And I was talking to you about trading with the trend. So the entire market on Thursday was green, right? And if I even go back to SPY, Qs look practically the same, right? The first 5 minutes, like SPY didn't even give an entry on the fivers, right? It was just all the way up. This bullish movement, same thing. Here's a 15s, really no entry here. And then you have this huge outside hour. This bullish movement and the whole market going up, all of tech, all of healthcare, is like everything was moving to the upside. And so when I was saying that you don't want to trade against the trend, you may have a short setup, but because the entire market is trending upwards, you want to be trading with the trend, right? And what we did get was a reversal, right? So it eventually re-triggered the day, and we did go down on the week, all the way down to here. But we also got that on SPY, right? So could have played that 15, but this is the most obvious entry, right? A 322 down. So now that we have reversed the trend, right? So when you're looking to get into something, it's also important to recognize the way that the market is moving. I can guarantee, let me see Microsoft. I think this is when I took Microsoft up and then down. This is that Thursday. Yeah, right? Microsoft, boom, trend. Same thing here. I'm sure. Yeah, same trend. And it was likely across the whole market. I remember it pretty vividly. So that's what I was meaning when I was saying, like, don't trade against the trend. This huge opening hour. And if you missed the trend, like I was saying, that SPY gave no entries, even on the fives. It was just like either you're in there or you had to have chased it to get in. I guess you could have maybe gotten in on this 3-2 continuation, but frankly, you just got to wait for some sort of TCO pullback, right? And what it gave you was actually a reversal, so this was that entry down. And that was also an indicator. The same thing happened on Microsoft. Same thing happened across the board, right? Here's that same hour. Let's see, something that's not in tech. Costco. Here's that same failed 2-up hour. Wow, I trade so much tech, I have no idea what else is happening. Let's see, maybe Oxy. So maybe not oil. But overall, the market was moving upward. So when you got that reversal, same thing sort of happened here on FSLR, right? You have this big reversal, which makes me think you probably had something better on the 30. But I would have to find that Thursday. Yeah. So that's what I meant by trade with the trend.